here's eFootball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was
to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Fagioli. Plenty to aim at here. And here's eFootball. Can he finish? It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Messi. So much time and space here. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found the way through. They're urging... And the shot! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Caicedo. Now it's eFootball. Now it's Fagioli. Out to the right. Now it's Messi. Now it's Fagioli. Shot could be on. Messi! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Oyarzabal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. Played out to the right. Fagioli is onto this. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And it's Valverde. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now there's a fine ball. He's found some space.
Oh, good ball!
Oyarzabal! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Fagioli. Played out towards the right wing. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. In with the challenge. And here's Son Heung-min, picked out brilliantly. Decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Now it's Fagioli. And here's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Oyarzabal. Fagioli. Oh, good spread. Messi. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Messi!
Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Fagioli. And here's Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the first half is done. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Put in here, and they're not going to make any further progress now. Fagioli receives it in a good position here. And here's Oyarzabal. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh no, this does not look good. Messi wins the duel this time. And it's Son Heung-min. Caicedo. Goes forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That has not gone well. Caicedo. Mikel Oyarzabal being hunted in packs.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Robertson. That's good play. He's well positioned. Chance! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. And it's Caicedo. Over to the left. Caicedo. And here's goes for a shot! They've done it! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
How many? Just how many?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And he was quick to react.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Oyarzabal. It's a really well-measured ball. Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Caicedo. Now Son Heung-min. Just about up to 75 minutes. Fagioli. Spread out to the left. Fagioli. Now this could be a chance. Oyarzabal! They want to be quick to recover this. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's made its way to him. Fagioli! Loose ball now, and he's following up! They've scored! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Caicedo does well to get it back. Robertson. Now he's off and running. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Fagioli. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he's in on goal. Now it's Oyarzabal. There's the shot! Taken goal, and it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He's on it, can he get away?
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Akanji. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Caicedo. And it's Fascioli. This looks promising. Oh, can he get onto this? And he's intervened well there. And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Mikel Oyarzabal, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield done. That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
There's the whistle. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Oh, super ball! Can he finish? He's scored! Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Look at the space here. And the shot! It's a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Convertido en el minuto 9, número 44.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Fascioli. Oh, that's a key interception. Oyarzabal. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Son Heung-min! Yes!
at it again in double quick time.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Minuto 13, número 17.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
So just a few minutes in and already a lead that looks unassailable. It's not an especially good pass, that. Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. Fagioli. Now Son Heung-min.
Great ball, and he's in here. And a chance!
And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Oyarzabal. Son Heung-min. Now it's Oyarzabal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's on it, can he get away? He's in a good position, takes a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! He's scored! Just cruising! They are cruising! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Son Heung-min. That has been cut short. Son Heung-min does really well to win the ball there. And it's Caicedo. Fagioli. Now it's Oyarzabal. Played out to the right. Plays the return pass. And claimed it back swiftly. Deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short, and he was alert to it. And now they can spring out of defence. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Valledupar receives it in a good position here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Valledupar! And that's wide.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Now that's well seen too. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Now it's Valledupar. And here's Messi. Now it's Fagioli. And he's gone backward here. And it's made its way to him. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off and again. Goes long and straight. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
And the second half gets underway. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Messi, given the lift of his goal. Valledupar is onto this. Now it's He's having a shot! It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Número 44.
It's become a case of men against boys. He's having a hit! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Now it's Valledupar. Fagioli pitches it off him. Out towards the flank. Fagioli. Now this could be a chance. So much time and space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that chance, surely! Off the post! Mikel Valledupar being hunted in packs.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
He's in a great position here. This looks promising. Now it's Valledupar! Oh, taken with style! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Good ball, good take. Not the most convincing of passes. And he's intervened well there. Oh, it's come loose. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! They've done it! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Número 18.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He shifted it to the flank, and the return pass. And it's Messi. Played back into the centre. And here's Valverde. Now it's Messi. Great chance! And it's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Número 7. Messi.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Oyarzabal. Fagioli. Messi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Messi. Oh, he's got a... Can he finish? He scores! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Convertido en el minuto 82.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him. Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Valverde. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Fagioli. And this is Messi. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Messi. Closing in on goal. Now can he find a finish? Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Fagioli. Out to the right.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
5 minutes to add. And here's Fagioli. Now it's Valverde. Showing good feet. Now this could be a chance. Shoots! It's in! How many? Just how many? The golf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, good spread. And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Messi, very much the man of the moment, his boots at their twinkling best. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.